Okay, let's move to the next part of the lecture. So this is, now we are moving forward toward the assumptions of Islamic economics. As you know that in previous part, that assumptions of conventional economics, the conventional economic determined the status of mankind, and they say according to economics, conventional economics, that was human being, and they called self autonomy, and they made the owner of resources. But opposite to conventional economics, an Islamic economic paradigm, that what is the status of mankind, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala tells the whole story of Adam and the mankind, and that he himself created the mankind, the first Insān, he is known as Adam. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said that I myself have created the Adam. And also Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala told the complete story about sending the Adam and Eve on earth, so on this planet. And Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala determined the status of Adam. And Adam, when I call it the Adam, it means that the complete mankind, because he was the father of all mankind. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala described in the Holy Quran that inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa, that he was going to I am going to send my vicegerent to the earth. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala sent his vice toward the earth and called him Adam. So it means that son of Adam's mankind is not independent of anyone, as conventional economic deal mankind independent. They say that the self-autonomy, there is no concept of self-autonomy in Islamic paradigm. Rather, Islam says that mankind is not self-autonomous. Mankind is not self-autonomous. So that is why in Holy Quran, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala clearly mentioned that the mankind is vicegerent to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, कि इंसान जो है वो अल्लाह का नायब है. अल्लाह तबारक व तआला ने उसे ज़मीन पर भेजा है तो अपने नायब के तौर पर भेजा है. So ये बात कुरान मजीद में अल्लाह ताला ने वाज़ेह तौर पर कह दी है. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is the owner, and Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is the creator. So Islam determine that status of mankind is vicegerent to Allah the Almighty. It means that what is the next result of this concept? It means that the mankind is not owner. That mankind is not owner. That mankind is trustee of resources. It means that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala sent Adam on earth, and in the capacity of vicegerent, it means that all resources handed over to Adam is in capacity of the trustee. He is not owner, rather he is trustee. वो अमीन है. He will use all of resources in capacity of trustee. So what does mean by in capacity of trustee? It means that the mankind, as son of Adam, are not allowed to waste resources in any of capacities. वो किसी भी capacity में resources को ज़ाया नहीं कर सकता. Wastage of resources is not allowed. If he will waste resources, considering himself owner, then he will be accountable in the day of judgment before the God. For example, as we took the example in the previous discussion, that if a person says that I own my cell phone, and he was in anger, and he broke his cell phone, then he says that I'm not accountable of this action of breaking my cell phone, because I own my cell phone. That was my cell phone. It was my will, what I have to do, whatever I was free, whatever I do with my ownership. So I'm not accountable for it. That was the conventional economics. But the Islamic economics says that no, you are not owner of anything. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, Lillahi mulku samawati wa ma fil ard, that Allah is the owner of everything, whatever lies under the sky and in the earth. Allah is the owner of all resources. And mankind use those resources in the capacity of trustee, and you know that trustee is not allowed to abuse, misuse, or to waste the resources. So it means everything is being determined by the Lord, by the owner. And who is the owner? The God is owner. Allah is owner. तो यहां पर आपको डिफरेंशिएट पता चला कि पहली डिस्कशन पे कि भाई जो स्टेटस ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग है, मैनकाइंड है, वो इकोनॉमिक्स उसको कैसे डील करती है और इस्लामिक इकोनॉमिक्स उसको कैसे डील। तो नायब इलाही है अल्लाह ताला का, जो इंसान है अल्लाह ताला का नायब है। So it means when we say that he is trustee, and you know that trustee has power authorized by the owner. He himself is not allowed to decide what is good and what is bad. Everything will be advised by the owner. हर चीज डिक्टेट की जाएगी उसे ओनर की तरफ से, जिसका वो वाइसजेरेंट नायब बन के आया है। और अल्लाह तबारक व तआला has commanded, advised, has provided the list of good and bad. अल्लाह ताला ने गुड एंड बैड की एक लिस्ट दे दी है। He has commanded. And in Islamic paradigm, we have a separate principles of good and bad. And that is, it means that our good and bad determination is, what is the source? Divine law. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Wahi, revelation from God. God and his messenger. His messenger conveyed us what is good and what is bad. So in Islamic paradigm, what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, will not be determined by desire. Demand and supply will not be determined by desire. Rather, it will be determined by the divine law. तो ये डिवाइन लॉ के जरिए डिटरमिन होगा कि क्या प्रोड्यूस होगा, क्या प्रोड्यूस नहीं होगा। अल्लाह तबारक व तआला हैज, Islam segregates, divides desire into permissible and prohibited. This is prohibited, this is permissible. Everything Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala gave us the principles of halal and haram, jais and najais, permissible and prohibited. We have division of desires. So about the prohibited desires, the human being, the mankind is not allowed to commit it. If someone wants to say that I want to commit the act of theft, no, you are not allowed. I want to drink wine, no, you are not allowed. My desire is to do this bad thing, no, you are not allowed. There is prohibition. If anyone will commit those prohibited things, he will be accountable in the day of judgment. And he will be punished in this life also by Islamic law. Authorities will arrest him and punish him. So there is the concept of accountability. So in Islamic economic system, Islam determined the status of mankind at vicegerents of Allah, and he is trustee. He is not allowed to waste resources. If resources are much enough, and he says that I have done with this resource, then he is ordered to pass on those resources to others. He is not allowed to keep it idle. वो उसको ऐसे idle resources के तौर पे नहीं रख सकता, वो उसको pass on करेगा. He is not allowed to waste it. उसको इजाजत भी नहीं है कि उसको वेस्टेज ऑफ रिसोर्सेज करे। तो ये इस्लाम का पैराडाइम है जो ये बताता है। और conventional economics, in conventional economics, desire was deciding what is good and what is bad. But here, Islamic law, divine law, Allah and the messengers are deciding what is good and what is bad. So in Islamic paradigm, there is no concept of absolute freedom. Just like as it was being conveyed in the conventional economics, that human being was free, but there is no free. Human being is not totally, absolutely free. Got it? So it means that in first assumption in Islamic economics is that Insān, mankind, is vicegerent to Allah. Okay. The second one is that religion does matter. Religion does matter in all aspects of life, not just in economics, in politics, in economics, in judiciary. In all aspects of life, religion does matter. So the variable of existence of Allah and accountability on the day of judgment are highly significant to decision making. An economic paradigm, what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. All these decisions will be made under the supremacy of religion. So religion does matter. How much wine to produce, for whom wine to be produced, who will produce the wine, all these questions will be denied. Why? Because wine is not allowed. Religion is going to decide which product will be produced. तो ये मजहब तय करेगा कि क्या प्रोड्यूस होना है और क्या प्रोड्यूस नहीं होना. डिजायर तय नहीं करेगी.